All right, your plants are finally in the flower stage, and this is where a lot of new growers kind of mess it up. Let's talk about the 5 most common mistakes that new growers make in the flowering stage and how to avoid them so that you don't completely ruin your harvest. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1 is high humidity levels. If your humidity is still high during the flowering stage, that's just setting yourself up for mold and bud rot. Drop the humidity level around 40 to 50%. Since I'm using the AI AC Infinity controller, I don't have to do too much on this end. Pretty simple. This is where you want to just dial things in. You still want to keep that airflow going, but like before, you don't want a tornado on your girls. You want just a nice little breeze so that air is just moving around. All right, mistake number 2 is overfeeding or switching nutrients too late in the game. A lot of growers think that flower time is the time to dump everything in so that the buds that come out are just gonna be I don't know what the concept or what they're thinking when they do it. But with the living soil or even dry amendments like build a soil, less is more. Top dress early and let the soil do the work. Right, mistake number 3 is not watching the stretch. Autoflowers stretch really fast in the beginning stages. Sometimes if you're not adjusting the light properly, you run the risk of your plant stretching a little too fast during the flowering stage. Make sure your canopy stays even and you raise your lights gradually. Mistake number 4, touching the buds and spraying the buds. I know these buds look magical, they look fluffy, you just want to touch them and all that stuff. Don't. Let them be, they're growing. Don't touch them yet, okay? And definitely don't spray any of that stuff on there. All the stuff that's supposed to make your buds taste this way or smell this way or do all that, don't do that. You're gonna damage the trichomes and you're gonna introduce mold, or at least run the risk of doing that. Just let them be. All right, mistake number 5, this is a big one. Harvesting too early. Don't get trigger happy. I know it's exciting, especially if this is your first grow, when those full buds really start appearing and you can tell what everything is. Just because the buds are big doesn't mean that they are ready to harvest. Once the pistils start darkening and the trichomes are mostly cloudy with a little bit of amber, that's when you know that they're getting where they need to be. Patience equals more potency. So the longer you wait, the better that your crop is gonna be. Just have a little self-control. Flowering is the final stretch, and this is where the details matter the most. This is where a lot of people kind of run into issues and end up losing a lot of their harvest by simple mistakes. Those 5 that I listed were the most common to help you avoid those. So we're not gonna put all this hard work in just to have nothing to show for y'all. So you know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Happy growing, bye.